1-2 copies.
All right, let's do this. Fifth phase FTX cycle with Task Force Alpha. Drive in tonight.
Roger 1-1.
Well, that's fine. I mean, they can just take up behind us. I'll let them know, though.
You're just with me. Yeah. You're my battle.
Oh shit, Scott. I would love to if I had the fucking money to afford a suppressor.
Roger, are we good to start mounting up over?
I'm not gonna put a $900 can on a $500 rifle.
1-7, be advised. Move your Vic back 1. You'll be in the 3rd Vic. 1-2, you'll be in the
right on
4th
forward.
Vic.
Good luck.
The 2nd vehicle's for HQ element over.
1-4 copies.
Do a throwback fun campaign like Red Hammer Redux.
2 copies, 4th Vic.
Roger, we cleared to load.
Fun and Red Hammer are not two things that I would generally put together.
Alright, Havoc 1, this is 1-6. Once you guys are good to go, get up, fucking mounted in your Vics, break. Make sure that you get somebody up on 5-0.
YHM Turbo for 350. Yeah, with the tax stamp.
Right, Romeo,
Never heard of it. I'll have to look it up.
1-6, 1-2.
Or if you got it handy, Scott, shoot me a link for that on Discord or something.
Yeah, lock and load your plugs in when you get in the Vic.
Probably clear to lock and load.
Probably the
Like when I'm out at the range shooting it, I
one here, I believe.
don't give a shit. Like I have electronic fucking Air Pro anyways, but I wouldn't mind having a fucking
6, this is
can.
7. Doc and I are going to be in the 5th vehicle.
Or actually,
Tell them guys once you're in.
Who's driving to be?
shit. Actually, I don't know if the kit that I'm getting, if I can put a can on it, because it's got a flash can on it, and I don't know if that's threaded or if it's pinned.
Gary, pick a driver. It's competent. And can
I don't remember. I'd have to look.
That's not it. Is it none? I want to be a driver.
Yeah, Steven, it's like minimum 9 months.
Alright, Segura, we'll be in the driver's seat.
1-6, 1-2's mounted up, ready to roll.
All right, let's
Roger 1-2, make sure you guys are
get
doing
me and Smith kind of out to the middle of nowhere real quick. Well, it was R2P2 Caldwell, so they had to plan everything. Alright, we'll see how this goes. We'll see if any air ends up getting shot down by one of those fucking Tunguskas or the man pads. Oh no, if it was something like that, I'd have been fucking pushing them out the door. I'd have given them a time limit.
We have a spot in here. 3rd Vic, over.
That's actually what we did for... It was like one of the first missions that we did. Actually, it might have been the first
2 spots.
FTX that we did. I can't remember, but it was an emergency retasking to go aid a friendly COP that was under attack. We told them, all right, you know, you got 10 minutes to fucking get out of here. Gotta run it again. It didn't dry nice. Cops are always under attack. That's basically their job. You are not wrong.
All stations, Havoc 7, let me know when you're loaded. 1 copy, stand by over.
Why's he gotta use my fucking station?
Your squads are all loaded.
Noise the shit out of me.
1-6, 1-2's loaded up, ready to roll. Roger 1-2.
This is 4-1-3-1. Be advised, all loaded.
1-4 is green to go.
I'm gonna end up answering one of them when they call for 7.
1-3's loaded. Roger 1-3.
There's always that one guy. Go, Jenkins.
This is 1, be advised. We got one guy that's trying to find an empty seat. Roger that.
Why are you honking, Loster?
1 out.
Why are you just standing there? You can check the front truck. Duct tape them to the roof, yeah.
If he can't figure it out, maybe try to have somebody else see if they can get in.
All copies.
Pretty sure all the trucks are full. And an open seat in here. And not seeing an open seat in her.
This is one.
Not seeing an open seat
having issues trying to get in. We're swapping them out and having someone else try to see if they can find a spot.
Oh no. And this one also full. Yeah, all the trucks are full. Bungee cords go a long way in a situation like this. I think I would rather go with ratchet straps, but sure.
Yeah, one, this is one. Won't be advised there are no more open seats.
Have one, this is 7.
Sign up for one over.
We should have up to 60 seats, so we should have room for them.
No, you don't.
We have them.
You have 50 seats.
Roger, we just had 2 guys, one being a squad leader. They're both saying the Vics are all full. Over.
Roger. Then grab another unarmed over.
One is only.
Disregard, standby.
There's only 5 Vics. There's only 50 seats.
That is correct. We're able to do math better than the acting task force commander. Congratulations. Get you a cookie later.
Okay, thank you.
One is grabbing. Alright, be advised. After 1-6, we are all loaded and good to go.
Alright, now they're ready to step off. So while they're stepping off here, one more time, I'll remind you guys, if you are interested in seeing more than just the Zeus POV, if you hit !POV in chat, it'll pop up a link to a section on our forums where you can see all the different perspectives of the guys streaming tonight. You can do a multi-Twitch with everybody if you wanted to. I wouldn't advise it. It's a lot of talking. But yeah, you can see all the different perspectives from guys that are streaming tonight. Also, those of you guys that are subscribed, if you are not already, make sure you join Discord. Link your Twitch and your Discord account, because you guys get early access to videos like tonight's video. It will be up tomorrow for you guys to see in Discord, and will be in full 4K quality. There we go. I think I got all that out of the way. All right. They got the Little Bird and the Apache going up. Bateman is taxiing. Right, let the fun begin. Yeah, they know there's A in the AO. When the fuck did I just hear over global? Why did I hear them over global? I will murder a man. I don't have time to look. It was Perrin? Sound like Perrin. TFAR is connected.
Even data.
Fuck. Is there anybody in chat right now that's in TeamSpeak and not in the FTX?
You take a left at the
Try that again on 5-0, Munson. Okay. One of you, any of you, I don't really care. start checking all of the people that are in the war room and see if anybody has mismatched TeamSpeak version. So it should be on version 3.3.2 right now. And let me know if anybody has one that is out of date or updated that shouldn't be.
All copies.
Oh, it crashed. What?
Copies.
1-2 copies.
Outstanding. 1-6 out.
I don't see anything crashed. The hell are you talking about, Willis? Building an air. You can't do that to me, Caldwell. Dick. Where the fuck did you guys learn your spacing?
Mortar and armor markers going down around the first objective. Reference your micro daggers before we dismount.
1-3 copies. 1-4 copies.
That's okay. A little big. You're trying to drive up its ass.
1 copies.
One person says 3.5.1, so I have no idea what that is. Who is that? What? Why are you pulling out into an open field? Lost her. Lost her. Lost her. Lost her.
Dismounted. 1-3's dismounted. 1-4's out.
Every single other vehicle
Right,
pulled into the fucking woods.
Be advised, there is an infantry marker down running east to west on that road.
Alright, stand by. Taking notes.
Do not engage them. Try to get eyes on them and get online, and we'll give you the go-ahead. Over.
1 copies.
1-3 copies. Havoc 1, this is uniform spot reporters as follows.
1-2 copies for Oscar Mike.
Right for mark 1046 at grid 034058 is an enemy patrol moving east to west in a counterclockwise rotation. Break. Right for mark 1043 at grid 03606.
Brutus, you are 100% correct.
And then once we get closer to the objective, we'll split off where we need to go.
Roger on all. Over.
Be advised, I got a couple more. This is 1-4. Be advised, AT capabilities are just strictly to javelins at this time. At grid 035061, red for
You got me on 3-2.
5 is an enemy occupied bunker. Break.
Affirm.
To the north of that, 10.
Alright, once the engagement begins, just RC and shit as you see fit until I tell you to get out so I can clean up.
Roger that.
To the east of that, at 1045 at grid 036061, looks like a possible.
Had to play OPFOR in real life? Nice! Oh, you knew infantry tactics? Play video games?
1-1 is holding fire.
1-3, this is 1-6, over.
Center for 1-3.
Be advised, you need to get yourself on the eastern flank. How copy, over?
Yes, Dreadnought, go ahead and publicly shame them. You have full permission to do so.
All stations 3-1, this is 1-6, be advised.
Now the cops owe me beer, nice.
This is 1-1 update on my
Oh, I need to get my headset lifted up here, sorry guys.
Roughly 100 meters to my 022, over.
Roger 1-1, you have clear eyes on and to engage.
This is 7, copy that.
Roger 1-1.
Clear eyes.
Break.
Einstein here?
1-3, don't cross in front of 1-1's lines.
Havoc 4, this is Havoc 7, backtrack.
1-2, this is 1-6, hold your pause, over.
Since we're probably going to get engaged early, work with aviation, get rounds ready to go on the fucking listening post anyway.
1-1's 1-3. 1 copies, rounds on the listening post. We're maneuvering our squad
if you want, we can
to engage the squad.
Engage these dudes from here since we're kind of in front of you. We'd have to backtrack around to get to a good fighting position.
Roger.
1-4, this is 1-6, over.
Go for 1-4.
Be advised, at grid 036060 to the northeast, red marker
Dreadnought, that's
1043 is a BMP-2 stationary, over.
7, this is Blacksmith on 3-1 priority. Stationary at 1043.
I almost fucking answered him.
To our northeast,
read back, over.
bearing 035 break, fire team size element, about 100 meters out. Solid copy.
Out the same guys they've been talking about for the last 5 fucking
1-1 and
minutes.
1-3, what's the deal here? Who's pushing out to the east flank, over?
This is 1-1.
Lose that squad.
Unknown at this time. We can push.
Yeah.
Roger, 1-1, I need somebody out on the east flank, basically in front of Havoc 7.
This different 7 doesn't have the same gravitas
Roger,
as the old 7, yeah. Well, they're calling stations, but yeah, no, changing calling stations is no big deal.
1-1,
I mean,
I
I fill in all the time and constantly have different calling stations, but I'm not used to someone having high calling stations. I've only, I'm the only 7 in the unit, so and I'm the only person that ever is 7, so it's just weird to hear someone else using my fucking station. It's a bloated fire team, right?
Roger, bro.
Send it for Havoc 7.
Interrogative, is Havoc 4 going to send out that fire mission as soon as we open fire in the squad, or are we waiting for Havoc 4 first, over?
Havoc 1, you are good to initiate the engagement. They will splash on your fire, over.
1 copy, out.
I'm gonna miss having a calling station. Oh, you're the one that all wants to go reserves, and no, I'm gonna take a break. Not my fault. You're lame.
All right, 1-1. Let me know when you're up online and ready to engage the squad.
1 copies. Need 10 seconds.
Yeah, but Brutus, it doesn't matter if their vehicle gets destroyed. They don't need it for anything.
Be advised, marker 1050 to the northeast is the OPFOR Tunguska that we need eliminated after we hit the listening outpost.
1 copy, over.
Yes, keep moving farther onto the face of that slope for me.
Open fire, baby.
1 copies.
Time for me to shine.
Yeah, go ahead and take that BRDM that's right there by the guys that just got engaged. Start lighting up that tree line.
This is Havoc 4, be advised, rounds out, time now. We'll advise on splat.
Havoc 7 copies all.
It's moving.
1-1, 1-3, I got eyes on an armor piece moving in from the northeast. Couldn't get a good identification on it. This is Havoc 4, splash, splash, splash.
Roger that, 1-3, so 1-4, see if you can get eyes out to the northeast on that armor.
What are you doing?
It's probably that BMP.
1, this is uniform. I got eyes on a T-72, grid 03606, moving
1-2, we're pushing up a little bit, see if we can get better eyes.
Send again location of T-72, over.
1-1, 1-3, we're getting online with you.
T-72 at grid 036060, moving
1-2's got eyes, MBT, right north down the road, taking shots.
Solid copy, calling it out, stand by.
I know there's somebody up in there.
Havoc 1, this is 1-6, we got a BRDM at 090, roughly 500 meters out in the open.
Why the fuck does it keep doing that?
1-2, we got a MBT coming down the road from the north.
Roger, 1-4,
Come on.
can you get eyes
Throw
on
in the
that?
rock. Come on.
1-4 Shrine, be advised, we have one AT team.
Yes, it is
Maz or Jab?
quite the effective MBT.
Roger.
I would be able to drive this thing if my view would stop
Shall we have
changing.
pressure if they only have one AT team, or continue on?
You got plenty of AT with the rifles. Good.
Copy, they hit the vehicle, I'm driving off, because it still has fuel and it will damage.
Roger.
This is 1-1. We took a shot on the BRDM, but it's still moving. We did hit it though.
This is half 4, be advised, splash on repeat fire mission.
1-2 and 1-3, hold pause. 1-1, go ahead and push yourself up.
7 copies.
I just shot that man in the face with a
All
rocket.
copies.
We'll let the AI take it, see what they do.
Right, Havoc 1, let's keep up the platoon comms and keep bounding towards the northeast, staying in defilade to these armor pieces out in the open, over.
1-3 copies.
Please tell me you're driving that tank.
Negax got a BRDM, let's get the tanks out.
1613, have an MBT bearing 085, about 200
Roger
meters
that,
by
I'll
position.
control the infantry.
One copies, we got 1-4's javelin here, fucking hunting down.
1-6, 1-2.
Sign up for 1-6 over.
Havoc 1,
2-2 stepping up. We took out a Tunguska on the western road coming from the north.
It lit up by a fucking cannon of some sort to the fucking northeast, roughly bearing 40, locate it and take it out.
Interrogative, what kind of cannon? Like the MBT cannon or like an auto cannon?
I don't know, fucking giant ass MBT cannon.
Contacts approximately 3 meters out, bearing 347 by position.
One copy. Hey, the BMT2 near the coffin moving now. Correction from the listening post.
Yeah, go ahead and take it.
Roger that.
1, this is 1-4, be advised, missile out.
What target? Solid copy.
All stations 3-1, be advised, Javelin went out on MBT, stand by for
Hey,
PA.
they got it.
BDA on MBT is 100 to 100.
This is 1-1, bearing contact from our west.
1-6, 1-2. Have a BRDM coming down the western flank, going down the road again.
Roger, 1-1, go ahead and adjust yourself closer to 1-2 to 8, over.
All copies.
1-6, we got a BRDM on 1-2's pause.
Oh, it's a good thing they did take the,
Roger, coordinate
jab.
with 1-1. 1-1's coming in from your east, support.
Game fucking rocks.
This is 1-6. I hear that.
Oh,
BMP
hello,
rather
gentlemen.
fucking close to your northeast.
Roger, we're prepping AT in case it pops up on us.
Who just took an AT shot?
That was a good snapshot.
1, this is 1-1. I believe that was 1-2 on a correction BTR, 100 meters west from my pass over.
Alright, let's see if we can get a couple mortars going.
1-1, say again your last traffic, over.
I believe 1-2 took an AT shot on a BTR 100 meters west of my pass over.
Hey, from 1-2's Bravo team just took that shot.
Solid copy, what's the BDA?
Working on that time now. What's the BDA on
It's
that
right on the edge.
last shot,
Check net.
Bravo?
Havoc 1, 7-7.
Center for 1 over.
There is a fucking BMP on the ASR straight north of your position, moving west.
1-3 cannot fire on that BMP.
1 copies, it's like right on top of our position. I
Go for
believe it was
1-2.
hit with 1 rocket already, great. We've also taken out a BTR as well as a T-72 out on the west flank, over.
Roger that. Also, there is another OPFOR armor piece inbound from the north. ASR. Old marker is 1055, but it's already 300 meters south of that mark.
The RHS Dev?
Say again.
Yeah, the RHS one you can, but we just carry extra.
Wait for a new mark.
We do the separate one.
We're fixing to take a shot on this.
Roger that, 1-1, make it quick.
New OPFOR marker 1100 at 028065 is southbound on the ASR over.
East, 100 meters away from you.
Yeah, he just clipped the turret. Like, that was a really lucky shot.
What kind of armor piece is it over?
Copy, we're gonna look for it. We're gonna move
unknown
to
at this time.
Northeast, we'll try to get eyes.
1 copies.
Take away. 1-4, this is 1-6 over.
Go for 1-4.
Additional armor contact, red 4 marker 1100. It is currently 1 click to the northwest break, pushing south along the ASR over.
Hey, Ellie, what's going on, brother?
4 copies, have eyes on.
Another fun-filled night of
All
Zeusing.
stations, IDF, spread out.
Havoc 1, this is 1-6, spread out. We may begin incoming IDF.
Well, that you are.
This 1-1, we're taking IDF. We cannot push any further north over.
Roger,
This
displace
is-
southwest.
This is 1-3, my alpha team leader's down, we're working on getting them out. Disregard, we're all up. We're moving northeast now. We got a BTR 80 Alpha, 1-6, this is 1-2, we got a BTR 80 Alpha moving down the road from our pause.
Solid copy, do you have the means to take it out, over?
Working on it, time now.
Roger.
7, this is 1-3-1, over.
Oh, these guys are still up, really?
7, this is
1-6,
1-3-1,
1-2
over.
is black on AT at this time.
Be advised, 7's down at this time, over.
Roger.
Be advised, 1-4 is tasking our Maz gunner
This
over
is
there
6
to
on
your
3-1. What is
northwest.
the deal with these 2 BTRs just
1-4,
inside
1-3,
the tree
we have
line
one of
to
your
our
personnel over
northwest?
here. He got
Close.
blown from
Be
IDF.
advised, they've been
We're
shot,
on right now.
and I believe they've been dismounted, over.
Tango Mike.
Roger. Break. 6 out.
Is anybody gonna come over here and get them out of there? Because you're sitting in a kill
Alright,
zone
what's
still.
that autocannon, guys? Let's get eyes on that.
1, this is 1-3. We have eyes on that autocannon bearing 002, approximately 100 meters from our position. We're working on taking it out. Time now.
Outstanding, 1-3, make it quick.
All stations 3-1, be advised, 1-3, I control stand security by alpha, for a that's shot sitting on in the that middle of the road, autocannon out to the northeast
This is
break.
1-7 over.
Roger.
100 meters from their
Roger.
position, over.
Go for 1-2.
You guys, looks like you're getting a little bit out from the rest of the platoon.
Solid copy. I got my Bravo team pinned down by that BMP at the moment.
1-3, what's the status on that AT shot?
My AT stick went down. We're working on getting him up.
Your stick went down?
It's right on top of our fucking paws.
1-6, this is 1-2. We're gonna fall back to the VIX and grab an additional AT4 stick.
1-2, this is 1-7, be advised, BRDM 222, roughly 150 meters behind your position. Marked on Blue Force, over.
This
Come
is
on,
6
little
on
buddy.
3-1. What's the fucking status on that autocannon that was shooting at us less than a minute ago?
Stand by to
1-6-1-7, be advised, I'm sending part of my
Hey, I
Alpha
like
team back
that.
to the 6 to
6
grab
on
2 more
3-1,
AT
be advised,
sticks.
I pick up an RPG to deal with that armor threat to the east because I'm not hearing any fucking comms about it.
That 1-2.
6, this is 1-6, be advised that BTR 80 Alpha is now
Is
catastrophic.
Munson
over.
still down?
Alright, Havoc 1, this is
Keep
1-6.
working the
We've got
two
a lot of shit
BRDMs that
thrown
are
out
still
at
up.
us. Let's get our bearings and eliminate these targets. We're not pushing any
Signal
further,
us.
over.
1-3 copies, working on getting our
Keep
personnel
working the
up
2
already.
BRDMs that are still up.
This is 1-1, what is the location of the BTR-80 Alpha?
The BTR-80 Alpha is down. It was to the southeast over here where 1-3 is, over.
Roger, this is 1-1, I'm gonna push myself north on line with 1-2, over.
Solid copy, 1-1. Yeah, get yourself right in the middle, over. This is 1-6, over.
Go for 1-2.
What's your status?
Our single team was cut off from getting back to the VIX. We're reconsolidating on the north side of the road at this time.
Solid copy, 1-2. Be advised, 1-3 is also engaging a BRDM out
shit.
here on the southeast
Let's
flank.
drop rounds on my own guys. Oh god, no. Oh no.
1-2 copies.
I'm sorry, little buddies.
What do you mean? The Vic is destroyed?
Gotta push those fucking rounds like 200 meters south.
This is 1-3. We have IDF landing 100 meters to our north from our position.
Roger, if it's to your north, you're gonna have to try to stay out of its line of fire and push more east over.
A-firm, once we get this 1-4's person up, we're gonna move.
Roger, break. 1-2, this is 1-6 over.
Go for 1-2.
I'm gonna need you to make sure you're not being too spread out there on the west. Consolidate yourself a little bit more to the east, over.
Send it for 1 over.
1-2 copies, we're getting reconsolidated now.
Interrogative, is 1-1 okay? Down there to the southwest, over?
Listen to this all night. Not really, Brutus. I mean, that's honestly what a lot of people like about this is the comms. Yeah, I hit a couple of the friendlies over here. A couple of the outfit ones, I would say.
Understood, we're getting surrounded by fucking armor assets and we're trying to push up.
Hey, we're gonna be pushing back. We're gonna be pushing up closer to that road to the south.
1-1 copies. Out.
All squads, advise when you are up and up, keep moving out of this IDF, over.
One Tunguska's still sitting over there. They destroyed the other one. Another set of rounds at him here.
This is 1-3. We have multiple casualties we're dealing with right now. As soon as they're up, we're pushing east.
Roger, 1-3, stay on the backside defilade. Apparently this BRDM got remounted. 1-4 is trying to take a shot on it.
Copy that. Be advised, the BRDM got remounted, so stay behind this defilade until 1-4
Wrong net there,
check that, check that.
1-2 is 1-1 over.
All stations 3-1, be advised, the BRDM up to the south is catastrophic.
This is 1-7.
Go for 1-2.
Kind of want to put a line across here. I gotta see real quick though if I have any friendlies there.
Those are all armor pieces. Let's start drilling infantry.
Yeah, roger. Not really.
Havoc 1, stop movement to the east-northeast, shift west. I say again, shift to the west out of this IDF fire. How copy?
1-3 copies.
Those rounds were actually pretty damn effective there. I think we'll stick with that.
This is 1-1 second, your last over.
I hit the wrong button.
1-1, I just gave the squads the order to push west out of the IDF fire. We're consolidating on your guys' pause, over.
1-1 copies.
One 1-2, say again, last.
1-2, stand by. We are pushing the rest of the platoon more west out of the IDF fire to consolidate with you and 1-1, over.
1-2 copies, holding pause.
1-2, this is 1-1 over.
Good. Maybe have orders set up and fire their own rounds.
1-1, this is 1-7.
1-3 and 1-4, you guys gotta pick your guys up and keep fucking moving out of this IDF to the west. How copy?
Copy, we're trying to move our casualties.
They should be able to hear the tubes firing from here.
Did they finally get to Tunguska?
This is Type 4, be advised, round going out on
they got the western one, not the eastern one.
approximate grid 036061 03506.
Go for 1-2.
Roger, do a wide splash and try to get as much damage in there as you can.
I'm now directly north of your position. Have to get away from the idea.
This 4 splash.
Solid copy. 1-2, solid copy. We're gonna hold this pause for the time being.
Oh, there we go. Never mind.
Roger, 1-2.
Hey.
I'm pushing on your northwest side. I'm holding this flank for you.
Getting rounds in there. They haven't hit the mortars yet, though.
Did they find it?
I don't know. They should be able to fucking hear them from where they are. Send out another salvo with them. Should be able to hear them. They're fucking close enough.
Over.
Go for 1-1.
Interrogative, you know the status at Blue 4 tracker marker 1102.
Havoc 1, that's Havoc 7.
Advise, I'm tallying
what's your
mark.
status? I'm getting all your guys fucking
disabled.
moving north-northeast and out of the kill zone. Over.
We are working on it. 1-3 and 1-4 trying to pick up the casualties.
1-7 has eyes on that,
break.
1102.
We are slowly continuing to push north over.
Is that disabled over?
Roger, have your other squads to the west fucking expedite their movement north-northeast and get a flank off on that position.
1712, interrogative. We can go ahead and put an incendiary on that.
Negative, save it as long as you know it's disabled.
1, this is 1-3. May I make a suggestion?
Yep, walked right into those. And everybody's down. I know Drum can hear him because he's pushing right towards him.
3, this is 1-7 on 1-1.
All assets 3-1, be advised. HQ element is very staggered right now. We have multiple casualties.
Yeah, Roger, me and Mike
Lost Conversation Center for 1-3.
Disregard.
1612, be advised, we resupplied on our AT sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid copy on your last.
That wasn't saying things.
1, this is 1-3. Would you like us to start moving?
Roger, we have a fucking mass Kaz on my pause. I believe Havoc 1-6 and part of Havoc 4 are down on my pause.
Yeah, solid copy. We're moving to U-time now.
1-4, 1-3. I need
Roger,
northeast time now.
Negative. Try to stay west. We gotta keep west. We gotta pick up casualties here and get the fuck west.
Moving northeast.
Be advised, they are north of the ASR. Reference yellow smoke.
Heard somebody close.
We have eyes on.
1-3, 1-4, be advised, IDF on this position.
1-7, this is 1-4, be advised, I believe we have a mass Kaz over here, mortars landing right on top of us.
All assets be advised, Lieutenant Sutherland's down.
1-4 is ineffective at this time.
7, this is 1-7 on 3-1 over.
1617, be advised, 1-2 is falling back to the southwest.
Be advised, 1-4
Avoid
is
IDF.
reporting a mass Kaz. We're on position for 1-6 at this time, over.
Northwest.
Roger, we're just trying to pick up all casualties and get fucking west.
1-3, we have a mass Kaz. My medic is down as well.
Solid cop.
I say again on last, be advised 1-4 is combat ineffective, we are pulling back southwest, following 1-3.
Guys, they're right here. Come on.
1-3 is also combat ineffective.
Out there. Lost her.
Like, they're right out in the open.
1-1, push to me.
And
We're pushing east to
uniform
1-3 and 1-4 to help them with their
fucking
masses.
Romeo not see these in the UAV?
1-3, this is 1-1.
Roger, throw smoke and fucking break contact. We need to fucking get west and get out of here.
Havoc 1, this is Havoc 6.
They finally got pushed west here, which is what I wanted them to do the whole time. Push west or push east, but east would have been stupid. Like, the entire time, every mortar I've fired has been in that square right there.
Havoc 1, this is Havoc 6 on frequency 3-1 over. Any Havoc 1 element.
Okay, Roger.
Can't get his eyes on the cam. Well, I figured after like the first salvo, they'd have been like, "Hey, find the mortars." And even before then, they were marking shit in this compound. I'm amazed they didn't see these 3 guys just sitting here. But every round we've fired has been within actually that square right there. So 2 grid squares north-south and 4 grid squares left-right or west-east. That's what, 1, 2, 3, or no, that's 5, right? Yeah, 5. So 10 square fucking grids, like, what? All of it's taken place. Oh no. I guess I did have
1617.
We'll say that there. 1,500 square meters.
Say again, last station.
1617, this is 12. We're pushing down on the mass cas now. We're going to start taking people back to the other side to get them out of this IDF.
I think they're going to reveal ArmA 4. No, not anytime soon, Gamer. They haven't even started working on it yet. Still here. Now they're coming back in.
This is Havoc 6 on Freak 110. Any Havoc 1 element on this net. How copy over?
One more copies.
Get someone up on fucking company net and do it yesterday.
On it.
6, this is 1 Romeo and 3-1. Send it.
1 Romeo, this is Havoc 7. I need you to prioritize getting the fucking somebody, one of the platoon fucking one of the squad leaders up on this net.
1-4 is on net.
That's an affirm.
Roger.
Yeah, I completely
fucking Havoc 1-4. This is 7.
Send it.
I need you to prioritize getting the fucking platoon north and northeast and attack this fucking mortar position ASAP.
They're already in a position right here to fucking up.
Any available station on 1.
Look right down that lane,
we need
man.
to move northeast.
Havoc 1-6 is back on station.
The mortar pit northeast. This is 1-6 back on station.
If Havoc 4...
This is 1-1, be advised, I'm unable to move northeast because of the fucking...
Yeah, terrible. Basically from the source of my source or whatever. It'll be like next year or so before they even start working
around
on it.
the north and east and try to get fucking fire on that mortar pit. Time now, over. One and 1-2, how copy?
1-2
copies,
Oscar Mike. Northeast.
1, this is 1-3. Once we're combat effective, we will start pushing north and east to get eyes on this mortar.
I realize that if they just look a little bit further ahead, they can find a mortar pit and kill it.
Havoc 1, this is 7.
Be advised, 1-4 is pushing
Havoc
all
7,
available
this is 1 Romeo,
troopers
be
northeast
advised.
to engage
They
mortar
said
pit.
not till 2023 or 2024, yeah.
Roger, I see him down.
1, how do you copy my last?
Look right. Look right. Look
Be
right.
advised, 1-6 is down. Copy, stepping up.
Oh, they can't see it because of that fucking little bit of defilade.
1-3, I see you stepping up.
He might, yep, he sees him. He sees him. Fuck him up, O'Halloran.
Any station on this break, 1-2 is pushing up, moving
There
up
you
on this
go.
mortar pit. Time now.
Fuck him up, O'Halloran.
1-7, you good?
Send again for 1-7 over.
Fucking 1-2 to the rescue.
Yeah, roger that. Be advised, 1-6 is down.
Copy.
Ali, they're trying to make us
1-4,
proud.
he is going to be northeast of your position, roughly 200 meters.
1-2, saving the day once again.
1-7 out.
1617, be advised. 1-2 is engaging that mortar
Tunguska
pit,
is
dropping them
still
left and right.
just hanging out here.
Solid copy. Get it done as fast as you can.
1 Romeo, this is 1-3. We're moving to help. 1-2 out now. We're combat effective.
They finally killed the fucking mortars. Oh, almost killed them all, but there we go. Wonder if there were any KIA from that. Anybody back there? Alright, go ahead and hop out RC. Let me know when you're up. Got a lot of cleanup to do here.
1-7, this 1-4, we're getting CLS on.
Out of RC.
Roger, stand by.
1-7, you copy last?
Say again last, over.
We got medical on 1-6, we're working on right now.
Good copy, take on Mike.
Havoc 5, this is 1-7 on 3-1 over.
This is 1-6 back on comms. What's the status on the mortar pit?
1-2 is maneuvering to try to get a shot on him.
Alright, you're good, Darcy.
Solid copy, 1-2.
Over.
We're heavily engaged from our northeast at the time.
4 copies, 1 Romeo. Be advised, 7 is down.
Alright, so we'll give them
1-3.
relatively a break here. Like all their
We're
really
moving
is
around your south
left is
side. We're going
infantry.
to try to push up onto the objective. You can do this good covering fire.
Hey, firm, I got my guys over here providing security for you.
Roger that. 1, this is 1-3. We're moving on the objective. Time now from the south.
When you're on the blue side, you like a serious fight.
Solid
Well,
copy,
I like seeing the guys
1-1, what's your status?
do something properly.
This is
I
1-1.
mean,
I'm currently
granted, there was a
pushing
lot of
onto
fuck-ups,
the north side of the
you know, there,
objective.
but
From the
I
west,
like
I'm
that,
gonna
you know,
secure
they
the
turned and
north
seen those dudes
sector
and just
towards
lit them the fuck
second
up.
objective.
Roger, I need you to assault the first objective first.
First objective first? What? How dare you?
Copies.
1, this is 1-3. I don't know if it was already caught up. That mortar pit is confirmed down.
Roger.
I know, Ty, it keeps fucking me up too.
3-1, be advised, the mortar pit is confirmed down, over.
This is 1-3. We're in contact from the objective now.
Is that not being shot down?
Solid copy, 1-3.
Oh, he just went active at something. He sees you. Whatever you are.
This is 1-1. We are in contact toward northeast. Danger close. We're checking it out before we can move any further.
Why is he tracking and not firing?
We're on your right flank. We're basically engaging the same.
1-1 copies.
1-2, this is 1-6.
Go for 1-2.
Push to your east about 100 meters on this next hilltop and see if you can get more fire out into the compound with 1-3, over.
I can't engage him because my fucking view distance isn't far enough. Fuckers.
All stations 3-1, check in, over.
This is 7. What's your status, Havoc 1?
Be advised, mortar pit is down. We are still continuing to fire into the first objective. We are still maneuvering on it at this time. Over.
Yeah, there was nothing I could do on that one.
Go for Roger that, I
My view
copy.
distance isn't far
Looks
enough.
like most of HQ is getting back up to
I don't know if actually that would have even been in range of them.
A-firm, go ahead and start your movement. My Bravo team's already engaged in that.
This is uniform on 3-1. I got about a platoon size at grid 032065, moving north to south, engaging us.
Say again, grid, over.
I say again, grid 032065.
We have a great base of fire on this objective. Y'all want to start pushing up.
Also,
hold all HE on the objective. We're starting to push into the compound.
Here we go. They're finally getting pushed in there.
Standing for 1-1.
Don't push any further north, God. Reports of a possible platoon pushing in from the north. Just lock it down, over.
1-1 copies.
1-6 out. 1-2, what's the status on you pushing east to that next hilltop, over?
1, this is Dagger 3-1.
We were being engaged from the north and the northeast. We're basically clearing those up, and we're going to continue our movement to the east.
Advised, that Tunguska is down, killed by thunder, so call in your cast when need be, over.
1 copy, Tunguska down, over.
This is 1-3, we are on the objective.
1-2 is 1-1.
Send it for 1, over.
Traffic force for 1-2, over.
1-2, this is 1-6, over.
Go for 1-2.
1-1's hailing you.
1-1-1-2, go ahead, send traffic.
1-2, be advised, I have further contact up to the north. Probably going to be that platoon they just called
I need you guys to
up
kind of split up a little bit here.
Two copies. We're going to adjust and move out to the north a little bit.
1 copies out.
I was watching some. Yeah, Conundrum Lambs is really, really good. Very, very happy with how well it's worked.
1-4, this is 1-6, over. 1-4, this is 1-6, over. Go for 1-4. Interrogative, what's your casualty count, over?
There's somewhere down in that area.
Good to go. We're a little banged up, no KIA.
Roger, 1-4, break. 1-3, this is 1-6.
Here are the rifles down there.
1, this is 1-3. We got eyes on enemy footnobles at 356 from my position, approximately 150 meters.
Roger, 1-3, is this whole compound secure, over?
Excuse me.
1112.
Go for 11.
We don't have any eyes on that platoon element you were talking
Mod, yes.
about. There is a 7.
Roger, it's gonna be to my northwest, unknown distance at this time, over.
We're gonna be doing a pause X after this objective.
Roger.
1-3, this is 1-6, over.
Center for 1-3.
Be advised, go ahead and push your guys out of this fucking compound to the
weird.
east and use this deflate to try to get eyes on what this shit is shooting at us from the northeast, over.
1-3 copies all.
1-6 out.
We are using all of the LAM stuff except for the 40K stuff.
To the break. What is this, 1-3-1? I want 1, I mean to say. The squad to the northwest of 1-1?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, we are using all of them except for the Warhammer one. And
moving up on the
there's like some custom tweaks that we've made to them. So they're not 100% just for LAM, so there's some changes that we've made a little bit. But that's overall, it's a huge improvement.
Roger, once they're done with that contact, peel them back.
What's your copy?
1 copy, over.
1-1 and 1-2, once you have dealt with those contacts up there to the north, break. Need you to peel back to the objective that we just cleared.
Yes, we are using LAM suppression, and I fucking love it.
1-2 copies. One 1-2.
All right, sorry, just doing some messaging there. A lot nicer now that they're not done. Yeah, the suppression honestly is my favorite part.
We're gonna flank around to your west. And try to
they actually fire at you, but they don't even need to see you. Like they can hear your weapon fire and engage in your direction, which is good for two things. Like one, it makes them seem more realistic, but two, if somebody's getting fucked up, like you can start engaging to try and draw the enemy's fire.
1-3 copies all.
1-6 out.
Havoc 1, this Havoc 7.
Center for 1, over.
1-3 is still pushing north, and these guys just need to break contact at this point and pull back.
The other squads are, you want to hold right here?
Understood, 1-3 was just sweeping through the trees that we just got shot at, and I just gave him the order to pull back.
1-1, 1-2, break contact, fall back.
You haven't been shot at from there.
Our objective over.
We're still actively being engaged, so unless you want us just to turn around and fucking come back here, we can do that, over.
That's what break contact means.
Yeah, A firm, do that, break all contact, smoke out and get back in.
1 copy.
1-1 and 1-2, you need to pop smoke and break immediate contact back to the compound. Time now. Over.
1-1, we'll go.
1-6, 1-3, we didn't find anything up here. We're pulling back the objective. Time now.
Solid copy, 1-3.
Told you fuckers to hold
1-2
fire.
copies. We got casualties on our side. We're picking them up, bringing them back.
They
Time
probably
now.
won't listen to me now because of the fucking...
Roger, 1-2.
We're in combat mode. Your RC and just back off, breaking contact to pause X.
1-1 and 1-2, this is 1-7 on 110, break. Make sure that you're able to support each other as you break contact and peel back, over.
1 copies.
A farm. 1-2 copies.
1-2, go ahead and keep pushing southeast. I'm covering your retreat. Or, sorry, break contact.
Don't call it a retreat, what are you doing?
Yeah, 1-1, 1-2, we're kind of mixed in with you at the moment. We're going to reconsolidate, we're going to push past you.
Clean up real quick while they're pulling back.
Roger that.
One 6, this is 1-3. We're going to take north and northeastern security.
Solid copy, 1-3.
Tactical withdrawal, yes.
All stations is net. Pause X, pause X, pause X. Move to the fucking
1-6,
green smoke.
be advised.
Break, break, break.
Pause X.
Break, break, break. All stations is net. Pause X. Condition for your weapons and fall back.
Hey,
to
right
the
on,
objective
Ollie.
compound.
Take it easy,
Reference
brother.
green smoke, over.
Stay in touch, man. Alright, I'm gonna run and take a piss real quick while they're setting up for the POSX. Alright, I will be right back, guys.
TP of the squads or just have them walk?
Have them walk.
Roger that.
One is 1-3 Alpha. 1-3 is all present.
Roger 1-3. 1-4 is all here. Roger 1-4.
Make
Just
sure
a
you're
low
on.
one.
Thank you. 1-6, this is 1-2. Need 1 times reinsert.
Roger 1-2, we'll get it taken care of, over.
Tango Mike.
What was the name?
Lamont. PFC Lamont.
Roger.
Let me know when you guys are here.
1-1's all here.
Roger 1-1.
Marjot is here.
Copy.
Bravo's here.
1-2's here.
It's here.
Roger 1-2's here.
Havoc 1's all present.
Alright, apologies, guys. We are.
Roger. Captain, you want me to start this off?
Do you know what you're gonna go over?
Not immediately. I'd prefer if you start, so.
Is Ares here?
Right there.
Right next to you, sir.
Alright, so before I bitch at them, I want a little bit of a better understanding. Where, like, what were you expecting from that mortar fire?
Well, I was expecting everybody to go west, which they started to do, and then turn around and came back, and went west again, and turned around and came back again.
1-2.
Alright, well, when the mortars started landing, I know we started pushing northeast first, and then, or north. We started pushing north first, and then we hit a fucking wall of armor, and then we started pushing east, and the mortars kept landing, so we started trying to push west. But before all that even started, we barely even moved away from the mortars to begin with. Like,
Be specific, Captain. Every round that landed was within 1,500 square meters.
Alright. So we barely moved at all, and we started taking casualties. How many KIA did we have from that?
I believe 1, sir, Sergeant Warnick.
Well, that's a fucking miracle, given the amount of IDF we were getting hit with.
Yeah. Genuinely surprising.
When that shit started happening, I ran across no fewer than 2 infantry squad AT gunners that were just running around and not getting their AT out to deal with armor threats. So I want to address that first. Like, what the fuck? Just a general what the fuck. Lieutenant Tell, I know you were with one of those squads. So...
Hey, firm Cap. Once I realized that my guy wasn't up there with me and my team with the AT, I was telling him to get up here so that we could engage it. But yeah, it was pretty much mass confusion at that point when I was trying to get everybody up in there to do what they needed to do. And then plus also the amount of casualties that they had suffered from IDF.
Well, this was right before all the IDF started landing. This was when all that armor pushed up on us.
Captain,
so we had a tank. We had a tank on the road to our south, and there was an AT-4 gunner right there.
Roger that, Cap. We were told that 1-4 was handling it, so we were trying to prevent dual fire.
Fuck that.
Like, if you can
shoot
handle
it with anything you can.
Handle it, then fucking handle it. Don't sit there and wait while the tank is firing on friendlies. Then about 30 seconds later, a BMP started pushing across our lines, and there's a law gunner sitting right there. I yelled at him like 3 times to get his law out. Nothing. Like, I don't know what goes on with the selective hearing of you guys, but if there's a BMP 50 meters in front of you and you've got an anti-tank weapon, why are you sitting there not doing anything? Do we have any idea?
Captain Sergeant Duncan had a comment.
Go ahead.
Thanks, sir, for Sergeant. With that one that was to our south, we had our AT stick out trying to engage it. The problem was we just had too much bush and shrubbery that we couldn't get a clear shot on it, and then we were told 1-4 was engaging it. That was the hiccup with us.
Alright. 1-4 is engaging it is fine to hear on the radio, but until 1-4 has engaged it, when it's that fucking close, guys, it doesn't matter who shoots it. Whoever shoots it first gets to claim the kill if that's what you guys are looking for.
Right.
Like, we're not waiting for 1-4 to figure out where the thing is and get in position and get their shot off. You can get a flank on that.
Yeah, 1 KIA is genuinely impressive.
Track shot or a rear shot or a fucking desperate shot from the front or on the turret. I don't care. Shoot the fucking armor that's engaging us. Don't wait. You guys copy?
Hey, sir.
If and I'm not saying this is the case, but if Weapon Squad is trying to be like, don't shoot that, we've got it, fucking ignore them. Tell your AT gunner to take the shot. If you can save that Maws round for something bigger later, great. Alright, let's talk about the mortars. So, where were the mortar tubes, guys?
Right
Did you
here,
move
sir.
these mortars?
Right here in the open.
No, sir, they were here the whole time.
So we have a whole infantry platoon. All we had to do was move north 100 meters. So what happened with 1-6 going down and none of the other squad leaders getting up on company net? What was going on with the radio operator? Why were all the squads still pushing
I copy on
southwest
pasta
when we were getting
what
ordered
he's
from our
saying.
border to our northeast? That's I don't know, 4 different fuck ups in one.
Captain, if I may, I believe myself, Romeo, and 1-7 all basically went down within the same 30-second time span.
All right. So who's the squad leader that stepped up on fucking company net?
That'd be Sergeant Shaw, sir.
No, it would be nobody. Nobody stepped up on company net. I had to step down. Because I saw you guys moving further, creeping further and further and further and further away to the southwest. So this is sort of an example of that, whatever our situational awareness thing is right now. Like, guys with armor pieces less than 100 meters away from them, not getting their armor sticks or their AT sticks out. We had a mortar position 100 meters to our north. All we had to do was come up over that ridge. We had to push 100 meters up. We could hear the mortars clear as day. You guys knew where they were. There's no way you didn't hear them. And as soon as we pop over, we see them in the middle of the open field.
Yeah, I knew they could fucking hear them.
It's all these little things that add up. We don't move fast enough out of the mortar fire, so the mortars just keep hammering up. I don't know what's up. Did we not see this mortar position when we were scanning with the UAV? Or with Thunder? I guess Thunder wasn't scanning because of the AAA threat. What about the UAV? Did we not have a UAV on Romeo?
Negative, Captain, but we knew about the mortar pit coming into the AO, sir.
Did we not know it was right here in the middle of an open field?
Unknown, sir.
They knew it was here.
Sir, we couldn't see it.
We couldn't see it due to just how the UAV was positioned, and when we tried to position it, we just kept on getting shot at, and I couldn't stay in the UAV long enough to reposition.
It's not just one thing, guys. It's all these little things that add up to... I'm fucking amazed that we only had 1 KA from that. I don't know how that's the case. But it's... I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, guys. But we're not situationally aware when we're going into scenarios like this. Any one person... I almost took a 2-man team. I almost took my battle buddy with me just to push up here and try to fucking kill the mortar gunners, and seeing where they were, that might have worked. I also might have gotten myself killed, and that's why I didn't do it. But
both likely.
Any one squad leader could have been like, hey, if we just fucking push north 100 meters, we can hear where those things are firing, we might be able to get eyes on them and drop the gunners. So that... it's just several things that lead up to, you know, what just happened. I don't want to throw any blame out here. Not because I don't feel like I can say who did what wrong, but I don't want anyone to feel singled out. But you guys got to unfuck that. And a lot of that is on the squad leaders being like, hey, we can hear this mortar fire right up in front of us. If we can just push up, we can probably get eyes on it. And I don't know if anyone said that, if Platoon HQ said negative, keep pushing west, or what. I don't know what happened on Platoon Net. But you guys just kept pushing further away from the threat.
Sir, if I may, I mean, I can take credit. I was trying to... the initial order was to push north out of the IDF fire, and then on the northeastern flank there, 1-3 got rolled up on a BTR-80 Alpha and the BRDM, which was flanking around them. And then I believe they called out mortar was landing to their north. And then I saw those shells splash north, which they would have been walking further into the mortar fire, and that's when I gave the order to push west. And by then, we had already had too many casualties trying to engage 3 armor targets, and between the IDF and the back and forth, I believe, sir, was guys just trying to pull their guys out. We were trying to keep 1-1 and 1-2 to the west and not pull them into the mortar fire. But as far as the 2 squads that were stuck over there on the east, they were trying to do their best to pull their guys out and push west when I gave that order.
Well, what about 1-1 and 1-2? What were they doing? You said you had them sitting there?
Well, negative, sir. They were engaging. They'll have to remind me. I believe a T-72 was what was called down to me out there on the west flank, and then they were also engaging infantry to the north. And my intent was to try to get them to hook around, like we eventually did. But they were also engaging, from my understanding, their fair share of stuff out there to their north as well.
Does that all sound accurate, First Sergeant?
No.
All right.
I personally was not over there, sir, so I didn't have eyes on it. I'm just going based off the comms I was getting.
All right. I'm just going based on where I was, up in the fucking trees over there with mortars landing all around me. So it was hard. It's hard to tell. So I guess I'll turn it over to Acting Havoc 7 first, and then we'll go to Havoc 7.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah, you
Fucking
basically
imposter.
covered everything that were the major issues. Obviously, I'm going to reiterate a little bit that getting out of that mortar fire should have been paramount. It felt like we just stayed there for ages.
Dumbass, you were in it as long as anybody.
Rather than grabbing them and moving. And I did see several people working on them right next to where the splash zone was. So that needs to be a priority to get them out of the fire zone. I will also take some of the credit for the direction. It ended up changing a couple times. First I said north, then I said west. So, but that was due to I wanted to get out of that fire zone as quick as we could to get us north first and try to just take out the fucking mortar pit as the captain was talking about earlier. But then after we started taking just a massive amount of casualties and Havoc 1 HQ went down, at that point I changed the order to move west because it felt like we weren't going to fucking make it there without taking even more casualties. But yeah, beyond that, obviously the situational awareness, it was really hard to watch. I sat there with part of the HQ element watching this BRDM just light the fuck up out of people, and I felt like helpless. I couldn't do anything to it. I didn't have a 40 mic myself or anything. None of us had AT, and it just nobody was reacting to it. It was just lighting up everybody, and it was just hard to watch. So I see what companies talking about with situational awareness and guys not reacting to shit. I watched it, and it was just hard to watch. So
So I don't know what the right answer here is, other than just try to pay attention, guys. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the fucking everybody's just too involved with their fucking dagger on their screen or their comms, and they're not looking what's right next to them and reacting to that. I don't know, but just think to yourselves what each of you could have done better, and work on that for this next exercise. But I think that's all I got, sir.
Right. One other thing someone recently told me, some of you guys play with your in-game volume turned way down, so you can hear comms better. That is absolutely the backwards way of how it should be done. Like when there's explosions going on all around you, and you got an AR firing in your left ear, and you're firing your M4, and there's grenades going out, like, you need to be able to hear that stuff. I don't know if that's a big factor or a small factor or a negligible factor, but it's a factor. You guys need to make sure that you have your in-game volume loud enough that you're able to hear the shit that's going on around you. And if that's a common thing, then that's probably a big factor to this situational non-awareness. Because if you're not hearing
situational non-awareness
cannon fire from 200 meters to your south on the other side of the lip of the fucking ridge that you're almost on top of, that's a fucking problem, guys. We don't have a tank, so if you hear a tank cannon fire, it's not us.
It's not friendly.
It's enemy. If you don't hear the tank cannon fire, then it's a different problem entirely. I guess First Sergeant.
Thank you, sir. Specialist LaCourse, you had a comment a minute ago. Go ahead.
Thank you, First Sergeant. The only thing I was going to say was in reference to what we were doing on the west side with 1-2 is over there. Originally, coming down the ASR, we had the BRDM. We couldn't get a shot on that before it went behind the defilade. Then we had a Tunguska come down the road. Took a shot on that. Tried pushing forward north and ran into a BTR. Took a shot on that with AT, and then we were at black on the AT and being pinned down by the BTR and had to push to the west. And then when we got clear of all that, that's when we started pushing around to the north and got eyes on the mortar pit and started pushing from the northwest straight east.
All right. Sergeant Loster.
Thank you, Top. I'm not sure how much this has to do with, like the captain said, it is a combination of things, but I know that when towards the end of the entire ordeal with the mortars and getting shredded by small arms fire and things like that, there were individuals that were down. I saw the medical teams working on them. Let me rephrase. If a mortar drops a few people, the first thing you don't do is start treating people exactly where the mortar dropped. You try to move them away from there. There were a couple of incidences of, it happened to me as well, where we just flat out couldn't move people. Some people didn't have the option to pick them up. Some people, I myself, did pick them up, and I couldn't move. I tried all the tricks that we know, double tapping your C, all other stuff. Could not move, so we had to treat them right then and there on the ground. So that's part of that. I saw Perrin doing that as well. We couldn't move people, bottom line.
All right, Sergeant Munson.
Thank you, Tom. Yeah, quick comment on that. If I believe anyway, if your legs are damaged at all while you try to carry someone, it won't work. It'll just drop them back down. I'm pretty sure
that's what the case was with me, Sergeant Munson. But there were incidences of people just not having the option to pick up or drag people.
Okay.
Black.
Thank you, Top. I just wanted to confirm that even before I got injured, I couldn't drag. It just wouldn't let me drag or carry.
All right. You guys know what you're supposed to do with that information?
Bug report.
There you go. Get it fucking done. All right. Real quick.
Hold on. What are you supposed to do with that information on the spot if the mortars are landing all around you and you can't fucking do anything about it?
Get someone else to do it?
Yes, but on top of that, you try to stay immersive, but if it's a fucking bug like that, you send it up. Send it up till it gets to fucking Zeus somehow. We are unable to move these guys at this time.
Yep,
Due to
take care of it.
reasons. And as long as that goes over company net, that means Zeus is going to hear it. And that means they'll probably stop dropping mortars on top of your position.
Is that all, Cap?
Yes.
All right, couple of quick things I'm going to go over here because we've already been at it for a fucking minute here. First and foremost, there's a couple of you idiots that have the wrong version of TeamSpeak in here. I'm not going to call you out by name right now. If anybody else notices it, you can feel free to shame them afterwards for being a fucking retard. Get it fixed. Not exactly a Holmesian level fucking mystery at this point, gentlemen. You know you don't update your shit until we tell you to. Stop fucking it up. Happens again. I'm going to start counseling people. Stop being stupid. Alright, so Tunguska out to the east here that sat up there fucking forever. What ended up killing it?
Top, we sent air on it.
I can answer that, Top. We in like kind of the emergency there, we had FAC take over, and it was lazed by one air asset and taken out by the other one, just so we could possibly get cast in to help us not get wrecked.
So you were cleared by the task force commander to take out AA with air?
That's correct, Top.
You don't do that. Who lazed it?
Warlord lazed it, did a pop-up blaze, and Thunder was able to lock onto Life's fire and break off before he got locked onto.
It's interesting because the laser that I seen on it from the Zeus perspective said Staff Sergeant Black.
I did not have a laser on it, Top.
We weren't even in a position to laze it, Top.
Alright.
Black was actually down during that time when I called it up.
Air doesn't take out AA.
Roger that, Top. That was my fault. I felt like we were getting fucking chewed up, and if they had the option to get us Cass in for help, I figured I would take it, but
Kind of defeats the whole fucking purpose of AA.
I know. Sorry about that, Top.
Obviously you don't know, because if you did, you wouldn't have done it. Alright. Now, in terms of the whole mortar bullshit, so on and so forth, like I said, every round that dropped was in about 1,500 square meters. You guys started to push the direction I wanted you to push, which was west. Hence why the guys were sitting out here in the open down this big long lane that you could easily engage down, which 1-2 eventually figured out and ended up fucking smoking those guys with extreme prejudice, which was sexy as fuck to watch. So good job on that one, especially O'Halloran working away on the fucking saw. Took you about 15 minutes longer than I expected, but it eventually got done. Now, the thing I'm going to point out with that, okay, this isn't a fucking magic show, guys. Not David Copperfield, all right? Rounds go out from mortars. They're in a straight line, right? Everybody ever notice that? The volleys are in a straight fucking horizontal line? Everybody fucking realize that? Yeah? Okay, so you guys all realize they're in a straight horizontal fucking line. They always move forward or backwards. In this situation, north or south. They don't just magically change and turn 90 fucking degrees. Why it was the fumble fuck, let's go north, let's go south, let's go northeast, let's go southwest, let's go west, I have no clue. Like, either immediately punch north or immediately punch west or east, but don't sit there and go back and forth, because that's what ended up fucking you guys up.
Well, I will comment that we started pushing one direction, we ran into armor, and we started pushing to another direction, we ran into armor. So I almost tabbed out and messaged you and asked you where the fuck we were supposed to be going. So
west was open aside from the BRDM, which, by the way, a BRDM is a long fucking ways from a T-72. One can be taken out with a saw. The other one can be taken out with heavy fucking AT. There was never a tank on the west side. There was 2 pieces of armor in this entire AO that needed legit AT, being the fucking BMP and the tank, which were both over on the east side. Everything else was a BRDM. Well, minus the Tunguska. I purposely sent a fuck ton, not even really a fuck ton, but a bunch of light armor in this AO so that you guys had a ton of different options to take it out. Sorry, Cap, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. Yeah.
So like I said, sometimes it's hard to figure out where that avenue of fucking escape is at, but there were a lot of little mistakes. Let's fucking, what's your call sign? Havoc 5, you got anything?
Call it TP War of 2020. Sometimes glad
does anyone have any
as a
comments or
contractor in this
questions?
sort of
You wanna sit here
situation.
and
Yeah.
keep talking, you guys want to go shoot more shit?
Let's go fuck some more shit
Shoot
up.
more
Shoot
shit.
more shit.
Alright, so no one has another comment or question?
Negative, Captain.
Negative.
Alright, let's stop fucking talking and start shooting.
What? What's that?
Darby, step up.
Y'all look like a bunch of idiots, so prove me wrong.
Havoc 1, go ahead and condition 1 your weapons. Stand by for orders. Over.
Go ahead
and lock and load.
Condition 1 your weapons.
Consolidated.
Stand
Darby,
Supply for medical.
Lock and load. Stand by.
Sure you guys heard.
North into the tree line.
Your resupply?
Nibs.
First sergeant.
Stand by for move order.
Yup.
Is there any chance medical can get a resupply because they're fucking basically out at this point?
It's up to the task force commander.
Roger that, top.
Yeah, that's
7, this is 1-3-1 over.
Copy, moving northwest.
Yeah, Nibs could use
move back to the base.
Roger, moving.
Are
you there?
Out of here?
No, I'm here, Cam.
Moving.
They moved a new AAA threat in the area, so we need to tell the air
7,
assets
this
to
is
get the fuck out of here.
1-3-1 over.
Say again your last?
I got it.
Interrogative, are we getting a medical supply over? Or resupply over?
Roger that. I'll give the go-ahead for that, over.
Roger, Havoc 1 will hold pause here until we get all taken care of, over.
Roger that. Be advised,
1-2's got eyes out to the west and
we
north.
have reports of another AAA threat in the AO, so aviation may pull out any air assets.
And
All
he
of
said
Havoc 1
pull
be
out.
advised, there's been reports of another AA
One copy.
threat. So air support is out until we locate it, over.
All right.
3 copies.
Somewhat basket.
1-2 copies.
The thing
Blacksmith,
is,
this
we
is,
don't
7.
let the little things go. You don't learn from not talking about mistakes.
You
You
wanna
have to
wire
point
up
out
those fucking
mistakes
comms
so that you can
towers,
learn from it and not,
for
at least
that?
hopefully not make the same mistake.
Yeah, we'll
again,
call.
even though you end up making guys end up making the same mistakes over and over and over again. But that's why we
1,
train.
this is
That's
7.
why we're in this FTX.
Set up for 1 over.
That's why we're
Can you
we
get
take
some
a break in the
areas
middle
on
of
the
it
mortar tubes to the west?
to talk about
A
what's
firm,
been
what
wrong
and where
and
is
so
the
on and so
status
forth.
of that medical resupply, over?
Working out that right now.
Solid copy.
1-3, this is 1-7 on, 1-0 over.
Bear,
Set
I've
up
been
1-3.
doing pretty
Get
pretty
some
damn good, man.
incendiaries on these
Last
mortar
couple
tubes
days
back
been
here before
busy
we
working
push out,
on
over.
working on the yard and shit, getting the
Copy
garbage
that,
put in
1-7
and so
we
on.
can send her on.
1-7 out.
Is that what they just said?
He was working on that, so I didn't hear anything being spoken to you about, so I thought we'll see.
Oh, that was an ND.
Havoc 1, put your weapons on safe, over.
Hope he's not working with air assets on that.
All right, nope, he did ask me.
Okay, never mind.
Good job not being a dumbass. Actually, I'm gonna have you place it down. You know where it's at, right? In the 506 thing.
Affirmative.
All right, place it down and then double click it and throw a couple of packs in it as well.
Havoc 1-1-3, be advised,
Yeah.
we're popping incendiary on mortar tubes. Time now.
Yes, resupply box.
Roger,
Should be the one under storage.
All stations 3-1-1-3 is popping incendiary on the mortar tubes. Time now, over.
I have 7 copies.
All right. Room. Oh, Bear, that's incredibly generous of you. Yeah, I actually have 1 slot left. I already have an M.2. I've got a 1 terabyte NVMe. I do have 2 slots.
Measure
But, yeah.
resupply is bearing 243 just to the southwest.
1-1, this is 1-2.
1 copies.
Hey, and Ring Rose with the 27-month resub. Thank you for that, brother. I appreciate it.
230 just behind us, past the burning
Oh, right
mortar
on.
tubes break. Go ahead and have your medical personnel resupply.
7 is Blacksmith on 3-1.
1 copies.
Send it, Blacksmith.
Be advised, both antennas and generators are tagged and wired at this time.
So, copy. Once Havoc 1 starts their fucking movements north again, we're going to
pull out of this compound.
So they really
once
don't
we're
have
a few
much
hundred meters
up here
away,
to deal
you'll,
with,
be good
honestly.
to detonate.
We're gonna go ahead and re-garrison all these
Blacksmith
guys real
copies,
quick,
welcome.
though. Actually, round. All that group, yeah. I'll just re-garrison them. I'm pretty sure this is the group that has the FSM still turned
Havoc
on.
1, this is 1-6. Once your medical personnel are resupplied and you're green to go, let me know. Over.
1-3 copy. 1-2 copies.
1-4 is green.
One, this is Dagger on 3-1.
Send it for 1, over.
Be advised that Tunguska is back in the AO, so Cass is off station.
Solid copy. Do we know
Everybody's
where?
going fucky.
We're getting a mark on that. I'll let you know.
Roger, over.
Havoc 1, this is 1-6. Once we step off here in about a mic break, still gonna follow those 2 lanes marked out on the map. 1-2 and 1-4 hook around the left, while 1-1 and 1-3 push around to the right, break. The plan is still going to be the same as 1-1 and 1-3, going to be those main assaulting elements under the cover of 1-2 and 1-4 as of now, over.
1-3 copies.
Alright.
1-4 copies.
1-3 off comms, 1 mic. And 1-2 copies.
1, this is Dagger on 3-1. It's going to be mark 1200.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Fair. I sure shit wouldn't say no. Yeah, that's kind of my go-to now at this point. Is the Intel 660p? Because I mean, $100 for a 1 terabyte NVMe, like that's pretty fucking good.
Roger 1-3. What's the status on your guy?
Off comes.
Roger. 1-4. This is 1-6. Over.
3-1. Go for 1-4.
We're gonna move him down into here.
Say
again. Him up like right here.
Trying to raise 1. Go for 1-4.
1-4, be advised, red 4 marker to the northeast. 1-2-0-0 is a Tunguska.
Be advised,
priority in taking that out. How
talking? Our explosives will set off. 4 copies. 1-2-0-0 northeast. If they're in the station here.
Tunguska.
Solid copy, Tango Mike.
Affirm, that is the priority.
Blacksmith out.
Havoc 1, be advised, Blacksmith ordnance will set off mine detectors, so if you hear them inside the wire here, they're friendly ordnance, over.
Oh, Bear, that doesn't matter, man. Like, as long as you own ArmA and you got a computer that can run it, like, there's a group out there that you can fucking run with, dude.
Get up, you're worried. The Tunguska's moving down.
Yeah, I'm running it. You know, even if you're not familiar with the controls and shit anymore, just hop in a group that'll train you. Like, you know, I know, like, the guys over at Fifth SFG that we've done a couple of fun ops with at this point, like, they train guys.
1-3.
You know, they'll take you through and basically teach you.
The box they were trying to resupply medical supplies from?
Roger, I believe they're trying to unfuck it now, over.
Copy.
Can you just go for Ares?
Ares, this is 6 on 3-1.
1-6-1-2 is waiting on the new box.
Are you unfucking the box that they're trying to get medical supplies out of?
That would be negative, because nobody told me it was fucked.
Right. Do we understand what the problem was?
Nope. Nope, because nobody told us anything about it.
Sorry, I sent that on a fucking net. I didn't think you could hear.
What'd you fuck up?
Oh, nothing. I just put the box in.
Havoc 1, this is Havoc 7.
So does he want
Send it for 1, over.
box in?
Wait, over.
Banged out 700 words on my next novel. Listening what? Right, with
At least I
Carpal
don't
Tunnel.
think I fucked up anything.
Oh, right on, Rev. Well, that's fucking cool, man. At least you're getting some writing done. I figured you would with all this bullshit going on.
New marker on Tunguska, marker 1203 at grid 039066 to the northeast.
1 copies.
1-4, this is 1-6, over.
Yeah, honestly, that the Intel 660 that I got, Hackman got one, I think Yogi got 1 or 2 of them. Like, a bunch of us ended up buying them.
Northeast, 620 meters, red 4 marker 1203
like, it's a good
within that
drive.
cluster of buildings, over.
Even for, you know, games and shit, like, 1-4 copy. Damn good drive. That's my primary drive for my recording, for all my games, all that shit.
1, this is 1-4, interrogative over.
Send it over.
Be advised, I'm going to try to task my javelin on that Tunguska, get that dealt with as soon as possible.
Havoc 1, this Havoc 7.
They still haven't said fuck all about this box, so it must not be that
if
important.
you could detach the Jav team,
I see all the medics
northeast,
huddling around it.
with Havoc 6 and try to see if you can get eyes on that Tunguska.
Roger, time now, over.
Affirm.
Roger, over.
1, you copy my last?
7 out.
1-4, stand by. I'm gonna need you to detach that javelin team right now to the northeast so you can get eyes on that Tunguska with Havoc 6
paid under 40 shipping just... Hell yeah.
1-4 copies, get it moving.
Yeah, I've got the 1 terabyte M.2 500 gig SSD and then a 1 terabyte regular hard drive.
All station 3-1, be advised, I'm being told the box is still not working, over.
Because nobody... I'm gonna fucking stab him. Right in the dick. Where in the ball sack?
This is 1-4, be advised, I got my section attached
Okay,
to
Perrin
7.
said he can't pull anything out of it. Want me to just put an arsenal
box
box
Roger, 1-4.
Nobody can pull anything out of it, or only Perrin can?
That's what Perrin said. I'm assuming no one can, because that's what all the medics holding around. I'll ask him if he's the only one.
Aries is 7.
And it.
They're still having issues with the box. I don't know what you got to do, but
1612 is about 30 Sierras to complete resupply.
It's been almost 15 minutes, and I'm still waiting to hear what the issue is.
Roger, they can't pull shit out of the box.
Roger, stand by. Jesus fuck, man. Try another one.
1, this is 1-4.
Send it 1-4.
Yeah, delete the other
Be
one.
advised, we have 2 javelins, 3 heats, and 1 HE left in our arsenal here. Over.
Solid copy, 1-4, make them count.
Good enough shot to engage in armor.
I'm assuming that one works because they're walking away from it. Go ahead and hop in that Tunguska and just watch that tree line.
1612 interrogative.
Send it 1-2 over.
Can you refresh the info on OPFOR marker 1100?
Hey, I feel you on that one, Bear. This year we weren't able to do it, but normally during Christmas time, we do kind of like a community fundraiser on the channel, on my channel here, where everybody, myself, all the viewers and stuff, everybody pitches in, and then right after Christmas, we give out a bunch of stuff. So we'll give out like headsets, mice, keyboards, all kinds of shit, video cards.
Hey, firm, solid copy, Tango Mike out.
The year before last, we actually gave out a full-on gaming PC. We gave somebody a $2,000 gaming PC.
Guys on thermals on them.
Roger, if you're seeing shit, go ahead and engage. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do that again this year. So basically what we do,
Swan3, be advised.
like I said, everybody from the community kind of pitches in, and we just, however much money we get, that depends on how, that determines how much shit we give away.
Copies, keep moving, we're gonna have to go with what we got.
Engaging over.
Hey, affirm, Tunguska's engaging us, bearing 015 from your guys' pause.
Roger, we're gonna hold pause until 1-4 can eliminate that threat, over.
Units without bullet, what?
Negative. Have your fucking Western team start pushing fucking north and get this train rolling.
What's the status of that jab team?
Solid copy, over.
It looks like they're being engaged, so they're in refuge right now. I'm assigning my Moz team over there to see if they can get it for shot.
All squads, this is 1-6, be advised, we're going to continue pushing along our paths to the north and get this ball rolling.
Why are you still pushing up towards the enemy fire? Why are you pushing towards the enemy fire? Why are you not maneuvering?
Home copies all.
Why are you not maneuvering?
1-2 copies.
Start fucking maneuvering.
Alright, let's make it happen and stay online with each other.
1-3's moving out on the western side of this defilade.
1-4 missile
Hey,
out.
you got the fucking Javlock. Got lucky you didn't hit a tree. That That was a damn nice shot through all those trees.
Catastrophic.
No, I would trust. Unfortunately not. But when even the Australian doesn't understand you, something's not right.
1-1 is ready to move. 1-2 is ready to move.
1 is beginning maneuvers to the north.
Roger.
Didn't see that
One
missile
out.
launch. Shot 1-4.
It was a fucking beautiful shot, man. I can't believe it didn't hit any trees or anything. He keyholed it like a motherfucker.
I saw one guy just kept peeking from his same spot over and over again.
One 6 interrogative. You want 1-2 moving along with the rest of the squad, or you want us to move up to our marker on the map?
You'll be moving up to the marker on the map. I want you to stay on that west side along
that
that
sucks,
line,
Speirs. I haven't been in that exact situation, but pretty damn close to it.
Moving time now.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
7, this is 1 on 3-1, over.
Set it.
Be advised, you're just
Yeah,
ahead
but
of our
Hardman's
rifle
not here,
squads here.
so
We're pushing up to you time now, over.
Ring Rose is a close, like, 3rd or 4th. Hey, Rook, what's going on, brother?
1-1, this is 1-6, over.
Go for 1-1.
What's the status on moving north?
Oscar Mike, time now, over.
Roger.
Yeah, I will 100% agree with Pling. You know, I put it off longer than what I should have. Luckily, I was still, you know, early enough. But yeah, don't put it off any longer, bro. Like, go get it taken care of now. Fucking guys in the town are already going fucking hard.
Go for 1-4.
Interrogative, do you have a section over there with 1-2, over?
I just turned the
Roger.
FSM back
1-6
on
out.
when needed. Why are they still moving? They shouldn't move with the FSM fucking turned off. Unless they belong to this one. Nope.
1-3 is 1-1, over.
Send it for 1-3.
Get advised, I'm going to be on your right side. I'm pushing direct north from my post.
1-3 copies.
1 knock.
Ring Rose, it's broken.
7, this is 1 on 3-1, over.
Send it for 7.
Interrogative, are we clearing
1-6
every
is
building in
1-2.
this
Be
town?
advised, we're taking a short haul to check out this infantry marker on our, coming up on our pause, and we'll continue moving.
A firm, there's not that many, so hit everyone.
Damn short.
1 copies, out.
1, this is Blacksmith on tree 1.
Send it for 1, over.
It looks like it's clear, but
Is
can
there
you
anybody from
confirm
the
that all
fucking
friendly
S4
elements
team
from
here?
Having 1 are away from the listening post for demo, over?
Yes. One is away.
Roger, yeah, all markers are vacated. I'll just double check with the platoon first.
Tango Mike.
Havoc 1, this is 1-6. I need to know if anybody's still left back at that radio tower, because
Don't we blame
Blacksmith's about
Hardman
to blow
anymore?
some
Oh, he
demo.
gets blamed no matter what.
1-2 is all clear.
1-4 square.
I just like saying anybody from the S4 team here, because I know that's Ring Rose's favorite thing to fucking hear. Alright, come in, clear the town, call it a night.
1-1 and 1-3, this is 1-6. You need to hold in position in the edge of the tree line to let 1-4 and 1-2 get in their covering positions. How copy?
1-3 copies, hold in position.
1-1 copies.
You can push up to the edge of the tree line to get better eyes, but just don't assault yet until they get into their positions.
1-2 copies. Also, 1-6. Can we set up a request to have some of these old markers deleted off the map? 1-6. This is 1-3. Be advised, we had eyes on one of those Tunguska drivers, bearing 027, approximately 150 meters from our position. Over.
Roger. It's just a single
Yeah,
dismount.
Hardman's got a lot
Roger,
going
armed
on.
with the pistol.
So,
He's running towards the objective.
Roger. Hold fire for now.
so as Conundrum said,
1-6. We have a silenced DMR. We should
it falls on you.
Roger. Do so.
7, this is 1 on 3-1, over.
Nope.
Send it for Havoc 7.
Be advised, DMR is engaging 1x enemy dismount with their suppressed DMR out to the north. Over.
That is still loud enough for these guys to hear.
Also be
Perfectly
advised,
clear.
still waiting for 1-2 and 1-4 to get to their covering position before we begin the assault on the town. Over.
Copy that.
1 out.
One, this is Blacksmith on 3-1.
Send it, Blacksmith, over.
Can you confirm friendlies have vacated?
Like
Over.
most of those guys have stopped
Tango
moving
Mike.
around.
Alright, control
I'm
that,
not
control
dipshit.
that, control that.
Oh no, he's good. Wow, they've
All
flanked these
stations
guys
stand by
hard.
for firing the hole at the previous objective.
Too bad their eyes are going to be dog shit. They set up here. They still ain't going to be able to see shit.
1-4 and 1-2, go ahead and get yourselves up in a covering position ASAP and let me know when you're set. Over.
1-2 copies, moving.
I guess I can kind of hold this.
I have eyes
flank.
on them.
Oh, nothing can
To
come through that.
RC.
Yeah, Roger, go ahead and engage.
Alright, Havoc 1, if we're being shot at, engage back.
No, I wouldn't want smoke out there. Not as these guys. I wouldn't put fucking smoke out there. You have the hardened positions in the line of sight. You wouldn't want to deploy smoke. That makes their job pushing up on your position easier. Billy's starting to sound stressed. Yeah, a little bit. Let's go grab our copy paste.
1-6-1-2 is in position.
Roger, 1-2 set. 1-4, what's your status?
1-4 is opening fire.
Roger, 1-1 and 1-3, go ahead and continue your
Right,
assault on
let's
the town of
see.
Grubauff. Over.
1-3 copies.
Pay attention to server frames here.
1-1-1-3, go and push past us. We got a person down.
All copies, where's Mike? Right, 1-1, push past 1-3, they have casualty.
Check that.
I only dropped at 6. That's not bad. Alright. We'll give these guys a reason to set up here, because they can't really do much of anything from right there.
1703, 1 over.
Send it, 1-7.
Be advised, starting our assault time now. Over.
Solid copy. It looks good so far. Keep up the good work.
Oh yeah, I understand you playing, but it's still the same premise. Like
This is
you
Dagger on
wouldn't
3-1
want
over.
to deploy smoke. You have
Center for 1 over.
the hardened position. You have the sight lines.
One, be
You don't want
advised,
to
2
obscure
times
those.
enemy squads are moving
It just
into the
allows them to
town
maneuver
now.
on you.
Roger, from what direction? Over. It's gonna be from the town's north side. Over. Solid copy. Over. Now.
How far? 3Ds, come on!
Yeah.
They're inside the town.
Oh no, Plane, you're fucking good, man. The only time I really
This is 1-1,
like
we are coming up on the first buildings, we're going to start
I
clearing time now.
enjoy people like sharing, what they would do tactically in a situation, just so we can kind of talk about it, discuss it and shit like that. The one I don't like is when people are like, "Hey, you should put down a tank just to fucking push their shit in. Why aren't you putting down tanks? Drop mortars on them. Drop artillery on them. Put down
1-6, be
IEDs.
advised,
It's
1-2
fucking
is
annoying.
engaging out to
Fuck
the
off. Unless you're in the operation, ask me to
to our
drop mortars
northwest,
on
we
you.
got white
Fuck
smoke
off.
coming out.
Solid copy, 1-2, make sure you guys are checking your fire now that friendly elements are pushing into the town. Over.
This is Dagger 3-1.
Solid copy.
Send it for 1 over. Tell 1-2 they are getting flanked from Mark 1123 to their south.
1-2, this is 1-7, you're getting flanked from the south. Time
Oh
now.
shit, we got Ring Rose gifting out a sub to Pling. Well, there you go, Pling. If you can't catch the streams and you enjoy the YouTube,
1-2 copies.
jump into my Discord. There's a little button right below the stream.
1-4, this is
Jump into
1-6
Discord and link your Twitch and your Discord account, and you'll get early access to YouTube videos.
1-4, check that.
You'll get them
1-4, this is
usually
1-6.
anywhere from 3 to 5 days ahead of everybody else.
Be advised, 1-2, they just got reported they were getting a little bit of a flank from around their south. Make sure you're supporting them as needed. Over.
Yeah, so you drop them more around Perrin? Well, I mean, yeah, you can ask all
Tango
day.
Mike, 1-6 out.
No, you can only ask to have mortars dropped on you. That's how it works. Unless you're Drum, in which case, he just has shit. Hit him no matter who I'm aiming at.
1-1's 1-3, we have 2 men down right now. We're not able to advance.
Roger 1-3, we're gonna establish security to the north for you.
Copy. Once we get going, we'll start pushing west.
Yeah, thanks, Ring Rose. I appreciate it as well.
Having won this 7-3.
You guys have been, for the last like month, you guys have been fucking destroying me on subs. I just said I'm back up over 100 subs now. Thanks in a large part to Ring Rose. So definitely appreciate it, guys. Overtake Taco one day. Well, you only have about 90 more subs to go.
1-2, tally my last, over.
AFAR, green smoke going out, time now.
Always a bullet or more around with Drum's name on it? Yeah, pretty much. Hollering, what the fuck are you doing? Come on. I complimented you during the fucking...
He's 1-1, I
Pause
have
X there.
entire fucking team down my paws. I need support.
Roger 1-1, we're with you. The contacts that dropped them are all down.
Out on 1-2's pause.
1-1 copies.
Guys are stepping on each other's dicks a little bit there. Come on, Havoc 1, you know better. How? Oh, I was gonna say, how the fuck is Perky not down? Nope, just gonna... Yep. Nope. Be the guy down on the ground, you're just gonna walk in there. Come on, small fruit. Small fruit, you know better. Use your throwables. Gee. Guys, flashbangs. I know you haven't used any because you've been out in the fucking woods all night. I heard one, but it didn't go in here. It went upstairs. Okay. Okay. Somebody's using a pistol.
1-7, this is
AJ's upstairs all by himself.
7 over.
How the fuck is AJ not down? Oh, he is.
Down.
Wait, 1 over.
Solid. Solid copy, moving to him.
I have 1-7.
Guys are not having a good time inside this house.
Havoc, 1-6 down.
Alright, boys.
I got Mike on him right now.
Rav called it. And it is indeed the proper time. You all know.
Dagger, this is 1 on 3, 1 over.
Center for 1-3.
I'm not getting any comms for 1-1. Might be worth a look.
Send your last, crash over.
Copy that, we'll move to him.
Disregard. 1-2, have eyes on that
There
gun
is.
run.
Still nobody in here.
Stand by.
1-2, this is 1-7 over.
Go for 1-2.
Interrogative, you have eyes on the BDA of that gun run over?
That's,
Negative.
That's disappointing.
That, it's obscured by a tree line.
I know those guys know better.
Dagger,
That's an hour,
1-7
Steve,
on
not to be low.
3-1, be advised. They have negative eyes on the BDA over.
Roger.
Solid copy, Tango Mike.
1-1, this is 1-3. We're gonna clear these buildings to your north.
1-6 is back on comms.
Copy that, 1-6.
Well, it's not even just moving in with their buddy. I mean, obviously, if, you know,
1-6, be
the
advised.
two of them would have
1-2
went in that room at the same time, they would have a better chance, but it's also the fact that two guys followed him in piecemeal, seeing his body laying on the ground, and didn't use flashbangs.
North, on the west side of the assaulting elements, over.
Why the fuck does Snyder, what the fuck?
1-2, this 1-4, ready to meet when you are.
That's gotta be some type of bug.
This is 1-2, give me 10 Sierras.
I got Havoc 4's elements down, to my north.
There you go, shoot him through the wall.
Road. They need
Keep
another
shooting.
squad to help back him up there.
Throw a fucking grenade in there.
Roger,
Drum's about to get shot in the back of the head.
Where in they relation to 1-3 over?
They are on the next building to their east.
Solid copy.
1-3, this is 1-6, priority traffic, over.
Send it.
Need you to
Why
push
is
the buildings to
McGarry
the
in there all
east.
by
Members of
himself?
Havoc 4 are down there. They need immediate
Why is
support.
McGarry in there all by himself?
Copy that.
1-6 out.
Why is McGarry in there all by himself? Holy ballsack, guys. Come on.
7, this is 1 on 3, 1 over.
Havoc 1, this is 2IC stepping up for 1-1.
Solid copy, 1-1.
1-4, this is 1-2. 1-2's moving, time now.
Got 1-1, what's the status on your casualties? Over.
Bravo currently is being worked
on.
Alpha is all up. And
is McGarry Australian?
Roger, 1-1,
I honestly don't know.
Over.
You got lucky as fuck there.
This is Dagger on 3-1. Be advised, we have red smoke pop. Do we know what that is?
Right on 40 feet. Right on.
This is 1-1 actual back on comms.
Roger, 1-1, break.
For you to restrain from the spine when someone calls Havoc 7? Yes, 100%.
Negative from 1-3. Negative. 1-6, 1-2, pop that red smoke on an enemy pause.
Roger, 1-2, you gotta let me know what it is and when you're doing that, over.
Affirm.
Roger, where is it? How far is it? Something you need cast on?
Fucking shoot each other.
Negative, no cast at this time. We were going to drop it so we could drop 40s on it.
Solid copy, 1-2, 1-6 out.
Dagger, this is 1 on 3-1, over. Be advised, red smoke was popped by 1-2 to orient their 40 mic fire, break. Disregard at this time, no cast needed, over.
I copy all, tango mic.
1-6 out.
Havoc 1 and 7.
The fuck were you shooting at up there?
Be advised, there are a few buildings that were missing X's and a few that you guys passed that are still occupied that we just cleared.
Havoc 1, make sure you're marking buildings as you clear them, over.
Oh, lost or got lucky, he looked away.
Is 1-1 over.
See how this goes.
If you're good clearing those fucking factory
Whoa
buildings,
there, dude!
I can hold security to your
fucking
north.
Fucking shot cannon!
Copy that. Looks like elements of blacksmith and 1-2 were over here clearing it.
Roger, I'm gonna push north past to the other road to the fucking where the tarp is.
7, this is 1 on 3-1.
Send him Havoc 7.
Be advised,
1-6, 1-2.
Send for Havoc 1, over.
1 out.
That dude's just getting encircled. He's got nowhere to go.
Two members of our Alpha team pushed into a building. We were taking shots from across from our pause, across the ASR from
This
our
is
pause.
a potential blue-on-blue situation here.
Understood, 1-2.
And he goes down.
1-2, this is 1-4, be advised, I got MG.
Alright, we are clear.
Set up on the northwest, making sure nothing's coming in.
Hey, from Tango Mike, we got eyes out there as well. Also, we've got 2 of our team members pushed into the building straight out to the across this ASR.
Copy.
Havoc 1 to 7.
Send it for 1, over.
What's the status of the town?
Standby, still getting minor contact.
He died from that house? Really?
Roger.
Havoc 1, report.
You're telling me they went through all that bullshit.
This is 1-3, the factories are cleared.
And only had 1 KIA, and then that one little house, and Perky goes, really?
Off comms,
1-1, this is 1-6, over.
For 1-1.
The fuck?
Anything out there on the north, over?
Negative, all quiet at this time, over.
Roger.
7, this is 1 on 3-1, over.
Havoc 1, this is 1-3, we're gonna pull
No,
west.
then that'll be it for tonight. We're getting close to that time. We're gonna wrap it up.
Roger that. Go ahead and dig in.
Debrief here.
Break. Actually, disregard. Just dig in for now.
1 copy.
1, dig in.
He about told him to disconnect.
1-1, this is 1-6. I want you to lock down the T intersection to your north. Break. 1-2, lock down the T intersection to your west. How copy, over?
1 copies.
1-2 copies.
1-6 out.
1, this is 1-4, be advised, I have a section on 1-1's position and a section on 1-2's
hopefully you guys
providing additional
enjoyed the
security,
show
over.
tonight.
Solid copy, 1-4, over.
1-4 out.
1, this is 1-3, we're gonna be pulling security
He's
out from the
calling Dagger on
northwest
3-1.
from the factory.
1-3, belay that. See if you can get eyes out to the east as best as possible, over.
Roger that.
A little bit. Alright, I'm gonna clean all this shit up while they're getting ready to do the debrief here.
Alright, we are NX.
Havoc 1, NX.
Tell them where to rally, Munson.
We're gonna rally up in the field, break just between 1-1 and my pause.
Havoc 1, rally on green smoke north of town, over.
All copies.
1-3 copies.
Keep eyes on Thunder when it's landed and out of the berg. Get them into the RP.
Where's that?
Alright, I'm gonna TP us in there.
Make sure your lasers are off. Let's not do another fucking debrief.
Roger, 1-1.
With someone with their laser on the whole time.
1-3's all here.
Can you,
Roger, 1-3.
1-2 is all here.
Roger, 1-2.
Good job, man. He's not already here.
All here. Roger, 1-4.
Not if he's riding in the bird.
Havoc 1's all present.
Oh, I asked.
Second right now.
Okay, well, alright.
Alpha's all here.
Copy. Alpha's all here.
Tango Mike.
Nice job, dude.
Pizza and beer life is good for now. Nice. Oh yeah, today was pizza day. I didn't even fucking... completely forgot. Didn't even fucking think about it today.
Sergeant, you have a mag in your weapons.
Hey, right on, Conundrum. Glad you have you around, bud. Hell of a not. Glad you enjoyed it, fool. Rip pizza day, yeah. It's alright. We'll make up for it next week. And then probably back in. No, there won't be any more stream later on tonight. Excuse me, I'm sure Drum will be streaming later on tonight, probably some Wasteland or something, but I won't be. Hey, we got Pizza Daddy rolling in with the 45. Well, it's a little late now, but we will use that tomorrow. Thank you for that, brother. Appreciate it as always. Oh shit, troops in here too? You've been lurking this whole time? You dirty fucker.
They're on their way, sir. They're about 100 meters or so out.
They land so far away.
Helena, right there.
I can't. That's so far away.
Would you like me to lessen the distance, sir?
No, at this point.
They're running their little heart out, sir.
Bateman's here now.
What the fuck? Where did they land?
At that LZ that's marked.
Why did we mark the LZ down there instead of where we're at?
Well, originally that LZ was intended for the single reinsert.
But playing through the week, I don't really have a set schedule. It's just kind of when I can stream. Weekends are normally at 1400 and 2000 Eastern. But through the week, it's just kind of whenever I can. But if you're in Discord, you'll get a notification on Discord every time I go live. So tomorrow, hopefully I'll be streaming tomorrow afternoon, but we'll see.
Oh, welcome back. I'm sorry you died. Welcome, Chief.
Welcome back. Oh, nice, dude. Nice.
Oh my
Very
God.
nice.
All right, now the party can start.
All right, sir. Do you want to kick it off again?
Nope.
Okay. Well,
Nope.
Guys, I think that second time around went really well overall. We did have a little bit of issue with the
overall,
spotting the guys that were over there. And obviously we would have preferred to have air assets be able to hit it at that point, but that didn't work. Let's see. Have a
Stand by
Oh,
what?
that's one of my notes, so let's go over that now.
Okay.
So, what happened? Let's talk about it.
Captain, I have a comment if you follow.
Yep.
Sir, we when we pushed up there, we had the eyes on it to where we could lay.
Let's back up before that. First of all, why was Warlord in the position they were in?
Hey, right on, Playing. I'm glad you enjoy it, bud.
From what I understand, he was trying to reposition because the position he was in originally, he was too close, or not too close. He couldn't get any closer due to the threat, so he was trying to reposition to where he could get, I guess get in a position where he could fire the missile.
Well, the number one thing we always go over is having Warlord in a position where they can shoot over our shoulders, and if we're pushing northeast and they're to our southeast, that means they're at like a 45-degree angle from our targets. Which means if we're trying to get something lased, especially if a laze is the only air support we can get at the time, because the thing we're trying to laze is the thing that's stopping them from being able to get into the AO, that's a problem. So I didn't realize they were out of position until it was pretty much time to laze the target. So who made the decision to move to that position? And why?
Chief Grayson.
Thank you, Top. The decision was made to push to the southeast due to the extreme hill. It's the only real cover to hide behind. We were off to the southeast so we could get some extra altitude and provide a little bit of eyes. We were one of the closest air assets, as Thunder had to be 10 clicks out. Once we actually had eyes on the Tunguska until it moved last minute.
How did you have eyes on the Tunguska?
Because whenever we popped up, we were able to see it, and then we got behind cover again.
They were basically sitting behind it.
Is that all you had on that, sir?
For now.
Okay, Roger.
Well, no, sorry, for Warlord. So let's talk about why that Javelin team got
Information
schwacked.
we should probably fucking
Why did that Javelin
have.
team get schwacked?
Or when we were in position to laze, the Javelin team moved up on our left. I went over to them and I told them to back up because we had the position to laze. And I guess somebody told them to get in position to take the shot, and when they stood up to take the shot, it started firing on us.
Right. So why did we decide to push the Javelin up to take the shot instead of waiting for the airstrike to come in?
That was me, Kevin. I had him moved up and ready to go. Because I wasn't sure if we wanted to actually bring air in on it, like we kind of sort of did the first time. So,
well, there's a difference between letting them self-designate a target that can destroy them from 20 clicks away, and having them shoot a Hellfire from over a hilltop or a treetop from 8 clicks.
Okay, that's my fault, sir. I didn't quite understand the difference. So.
All right, I'm pretty sure I said something at the time, like, let's get this thing lased, because the Javelin teams are going to have to expose the shit out of themselves.
Yeah, roger that, sir.
All right, touching... Oh, sorry. That's all I had on that.
Okay, thank you. The actual platoon movements were good, but I wish you would have had started movement kind of initially when I first kind of gave you the go-ahead, because you guys didn't really start until after the Tunguska was destroyed. So I guess Havoc 1, do you want to comment on that?
Yeah, absolutely, Sergeant. I gave the order for the platoon to sit tight until that thing was taken out, because the main objective was to have 1-1 and 1-3 push along that tree line, and the last thing I wanted was their broadside exposed by an autocannon, so
yep.
I was waiting for that boom before
I agree with that call 100%.
And then on top of that, I didn't want 1-2 hung out on their own way out on the west flank alone. So I gave the order for them to hold position until the Tunguska was taken out.
Okay, all right, that's fine, LT. Just was trying to figure that out. Okay, and then I guess the next issue I had was once we actually hit the town, we had guys either missing
Sully's
guys
fucking-
in buildings or skipping
Sully's smart.
buildings and not spraying them.
Have you ever played
Something
Command
was
Modern
going on there
Air
as
and
well,
Naval Operations?
'cause I came across
I
at least
have
two
not. I've
buildings
never
with
even
guys
heard of it.
in them that were already past the front line. So, what was going on there?
I don't have any answers for you, Sergeant, immediately. All I know is 1-3 was clearing the buildings on the south, and 1-1 was clearing the buildings on the
An
north.
excellent
so maybe they can
database of
elaborate.
real-world units. Huh? Is it on Steam?
Roger that, sir. If anybody has a comment that we're in those squads or areas, go for it.
Would be a negatory.
Anybody got an answer, or?
Sorry, Munson, I think what happened there was when we pushed out into the town from the east side, 1-1 took these sort of
Captain.
northeastern buildings here, and 1-3 was pushing out to clear these here. 1-3 took some casualties, and we kept pushing out here where we took some casualties in this building here. I'm not sure if the buildings you're talking about were somewhere out here.
Okay, right on.
If
I'll have
not, then I don't know
to
what
check it
happened
out.
from there because I was down for quite a bit. So that's
Billy is wicked smart.
to the extent that I can answer your question.
A firm, Sergeant Littleberry. Yeah, they were out to the east. One was just near the actual label of Grubhoff. The other was further to the north, also on the east side.
Roger, Zeb.
Sergeant Duncan?
Thank you, Sergeant. Sorry, I was off comms like right before that came. What was your question again, just so I can probably shed some light on that?
There were a couple buildings. Well, there were a few that were unsprayed entirely, and then there were a couple that were still occupied that were, well, possibly already went through.
I think
he's got nothing.
when we had our casualty issue right here, we got flustered, and I don't think we marked a couple of these buildings down here, but I know once we moved up, because I heard 1-1 was down in this area, we moved up to these buildings, and I know for a fact that we were spraying these as we were passing through them. Okay, I made sure of that.
Just to be clear, I didn't see any down there on the south side. I guess mostly talking about the east side, because that's what I immediately saw. But it's not a big deal. I don't want to put anybody on fucking trial for it or anything. I'm just saying, just please double check that shit. If it's not sprayed, go in it. And make sure we're actually thoroughly checking these things, because I did give the go-ahead to clear all buildings since there weren't that many. So it shouldn't have been a gigantic task to just check them all briefly and get in, get out. But beyond that, though, I think overall the movement was better. It was really good. Aviation Lancer did a great gun run out to the south and also to the north of the town, attacking the QRF that was flanking. Is that right? They took that out completely? Dagger or Lancer?
We never got a good EDA on it to see how much they took out.
Okay. Lancer?
I believe the report from Warlord was that they was 4 kills, I think.
Okay. Well, good shit on that. Did you guys also do another run to the north for QRF as well?
Negative for Lancer.
Okay, I thought I heard missiles on that. That might have just been to the south, but okay. But Sergeant Losser?
Thank you, Sergeant Munson. I know that we'll probably move past it, but I had to step off comms for just a minute. In regards to like the situational awareness of people, like why?
Absolutely
like,
not.
You mentioned going past houses and things that hadn't been cleared, and people were getting shot in the ass. At least as an observer, because I'm just a 2-man team. I'm watching squads and fire teams just kind of sprint in, like as a whole 4-man team just sprinting in. No one's really covering sectors. No one's like bounding. No one's covering while moving. They're just rushing in, trying to get to a door or a window, but they're not looking at what's going on around them. Like at least that's what I'm seeing. Just a lack of situational awareness.
Roger, Sergeant Losser. Yeah, we'll have to address that I get well in general, but specifically platoon level 2, we got to talk about that more. But yeah, thank you, Sergeant Lobster. And then I guess also as far as blacksmith goes, good work on the detonation on that stuff. I don't think I really have
Christ,
much
Munson.
more.
Just
We're
get
about
through
to hit
it.
the 3-hour mark, so if you absolutely have to go, you can. But otherwise, stick around to finish the debrief. I think that's.
I'm going to beat him around the head and neck area.
All right, if you guys need to go back to practicing basic fundamentals at squad trainings, and that's what you need to do at squad trainings.
Can't hear you, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Roger, sir.
Well,
if you guys need to go back to practicing fundamentals, basic
I like
fundamentals at squad
how he
trainings, that's what
talks
you guys
louder
need to be doing.
anyways.
You should not be coming into an FTX. If we have to revert our FTXs to super basic shit, we will. If this kind of stuff continues, but that is not what we want to be doing, because I know that's not what you guys want to be doing during FTXs. I know you guys want to be moving through like it's a fucking mission, but focusing on a certain thing. We can go back to how to cross a street, how to clear a corner, how to clear a fucking building, you know, how to do all this basic stuff. Maybe that's where the slippage is coming from. I don't know. But that is definitely something you guys should be focusing on at squad training if what Sergeant Losser just said is the case. If people are just moving up and they're not covering other teams and they're not communicating where they're going.
Oh, I know he's nervous, Troop. I'm still going to bust his balls, though.
Guys are. That first building that we entered in town, I cannot tell you, we probably shot 100 rounds in that building after there were friendlies already in it. At least 100 rounds. There was someone with a fucking 9mm just fucking pumping, like, mag dumping. Like they were fucking Sylvester Stallone from The Expendables with his 1911.
Well, that's kind of cool, to be fair.
Go back to fundamentals at squad training if that's what you need to do. AA positions. This is a note for everyone here who's Zeus. Oh, on Zeus, before I forget, if you guys want to get Zeus qualified, fucking get Zeus qualified. It's like, what, an hour-long course? For the basic Zeus course, the one to be Ares is a very long course. The one for basic Zeus qualification is really short. You guys need to find someone who's already Zeus qualified and get them to fucking teach you the course. Is there a minimum rank requirement on that?
No, sir.
Okay, so it's just like an ALC or WLC. Like, if someone else is taking it, they can teach it. And you guys need to fucking, if you want a Zeus, you need to start watching the Zeus request forum and go to squad trainings as a Zeus, because these fucking squads need Zeuses.
And to be clear on something real quick, Cap, if you don't mind.
I do not mind.
Okay. If you guys come to me, I don't do Zeus trainings. I don't do Zeus qualifications. I only do Ares qualifications. So that means if you come to me to get qualified, you're getting a full-on Ares qualification. That doesn't mean you're going to be an official Ares operator for the unit, but that's what you're going to fucking get. So if you come to me for it, it's going to be a 2 to 3 hour long fucking training. So keep that in mind. If you want to just get Zeus qualified so you can, you know, bust a squad training and shit here and there, then do the basic course with somebody that's already taken it. If you want to have a little bit more in-depth knowledge and shit, then you can come to me, but keep in mind it's going to be quite a bit longer. All right, everybody clear on that?
What's up?
Informed up. Informed up.
All right, thank you, Captain.
As a note to all Ares all Zeus operators in general, I know that the prerogative is to put AAA somewhere where it can be hit before the end of the mission, but let's try to give it something around it, like some sort of reinforcements. It's kind of weird to just see a Tunguska just sitting out there by itself.
The first batch, or batches, did.
Alright. That's all I have.
Alright, thank you, sir. So, do you have anything?
Hey, right on, Daniel. Glad you enjoy it, bud.
Right. Okay, Ares or top in general, anything?
Sorry, I had to cough. No, I'm not dying. Everybody settle down. All right, real quick, I'm just going to go over two things. Actually, the first one's a question for you guys to kind of piggyback off what the captain said there. I guess in your guys' opinion, because I want to hear it from you guys, do you think that's something we need to do, is to get back to the bare bones basics and have you guys actually out there doing fucking dry fire bounding practice and shit for a sand table, and then bring you guys out and show you how to fucking cross the street and how to bound and shit and go back to the absolute fundamentals. Do you guys think that's something you would benefit from, or do you prefer to take that on in fucking squad trainings?
Squad training.
Squad training.
Squad training.
Squad trainings.
All right. Fucking get it done. Stop doing stupid shit.
Yeah, that means you guys actually have to fucking do that stuff at squad trainings. Because if we keep seeing this kind of stuff, then that's what it's going to end up being. And we want to avoid that.
Absolutely. Specialist J, I'm assuming your comment was related to my question.
Yes, it was, first off, disregard for now.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, so the only thing I'm going to point out in terms of, you know, what I've seen fumble fuck-wise from my point of view in this second half, if you will, is the bare bones basics. So it's a little fucking disappointing that you guys did fuck it up, especially for me to watch, because you guys know how fucking anal I am when it comes to CQC and shit. Where's the KIA that we had in the second half? Who KIA'd in the second half?
Top, I believe that's Special Perkins in here.
Perky got killed. Where's Perky at? Is he still here?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, he's right in the back there.
Perky, why'd you die?
Because I ran it like a moron for Sergeant.
Nope. I mean, don't get me wrong. You are a moron and ran in by yourself, but why did you die?
I would say I didn't check my...
No.
Slow and high and ran in and didn't check
No.
my right.
No.
No battle buddy top.
No battle buddy.
We're getting there. Anybody have a guess as to what his battle buddy did when he seen Perky fucking dropped on the floor?
He walked right into where he was down.
Ran right in there.
He walked in and turned left, and guess what? The guy that was in the room had a beautiful shot on his fucking brown eye. Dropped him too. Guess what happened to the third guy that came in the room, seeing two bodies on the floor?
Walked right in.
Went left.
Walked right into enemy fire. Guys, you know the XO fucking hates when you don't use throwables, right? Perky going in on his lonesome, yeah, it was stupid. All right, he knows it was stupid. He knows he made a mistake. Bet he's not going to make that mistake again. But the two guys that followed in after him, one, number two, not being right on his ass into that room, and two, the third guy not using a throwable, already seeing two bodies on the floor. I know you guys know better than that. I know damn well that you know better than that. Remove head from ass and then conduct your fucking mission. Everybody clear on that? Stop and think before you do something stupid. That's all I got. All right, guys. We are going to wrap it up there.